Hello and welcome. So if you're a leader trying to get your arms around artificial intelligence, you already know it's a massive game changer. But with all that power comes a whole new world of risks. Today, we're going to break down the fundamentals of AI security, a topic that's no longer just for the tech folks, it's right in the boardroom. Let's jump in.
And just so you know where this info is coming from, this explainer is pulled right from Chapter 1 of the AI Security Tutorial for Organizational Leadership, which is from Virtualization Options LLC.
Okay, let's kick things off with the single most important idea to get your head around. Whatever you're doing for cybersecurity today, well, it's not enough to protect your AI systems. We are in completely new territory here.
To really get this, we've got to start with the why. Why does AI need a totally new way of thinking about security? Let's break that down.
See, AI security isn't just another layer you add to your existing defenses. It's a whole paradigm shift. Think about it. Traditional software just follows the rules a human wrote. But AI learns from data. And that very nature, the fact that it learns, that it depends on massive amounts of data, and that its decision-making can be a bit of a black box, creates all these new weak spots that the old security models just weren't built to see, let alone handle.
And the stakes, they could not be higher. The source material really nails it here. The fallout from an AI breach can be way worse than a traditional cyber attack. Why? Because AI is so tangled up in your core business strategy. A breach isn't just a data leak anymore. It could mean your business intelligence gets corrupted, your automated decisions go haywire, and you suffer a catastrophic loss of customer trust. This is exactly why it's an executive-level conversation.
Okay, so we get it. It's different. But what exactly are we protecting against? Let's jump into our next section and really explore this unique AI threat landscape.
Right, so we're not just worried about viruses and phishing anymore. The threats to AI are in a whole new league. You've got model theft, which is like the ultimate intellectual property heist. An attacker steals your algorithm, your company's secret sauce. Then there's data poisoning, which is way more insidious. This is where an attacker secretly corrupts the data your AI is learning from, basically teaching it to make terrible decisions down the line. Then you have adversarial examples. These are cleverly disguised inputs that literally trick an AI. Think of it like an optical illusion for a machine, causing a self-driving car to misread a stop sign. And finally, some of these attacks can lead to brand new kinds of privacy violations, where someone can basically reverse engineer your model to steal the sensitive personal data it learned from.
This slide really does a fantastic job of showing the old world versus the new. Instead of someone just stealing your data, they might steal the entire model that your data built. Instead of just infecting a system with malware, they can fool it with these weird adversarial examples. It makes it crystal clear that we need new defenses because we're facing totally new kinds of attacks.
So, we know why it's a problem, and we know what the threats look like. Now for the most important question. How in the world do we build a defense? Let's get into the strategies you can actually use.
The whole foundation of AI security really comes down to these 4 core principles. But here's the catch. They have to be dynamic. Defense in depth means you need multiple layers of security, not just one wall. Continuous monitoring is absolutely critical because AI models are constantly changing as they learn. Zero trust is a big one. It means we never, ever automatically trust any part of the system. And maybe most important of all is adaptive security. Your security has to learn and evolve right along with your AI and the threats that are coming after it.
And that brings up a really practical question for any leader, right? You've got a limited budget, you've got all these new risks popping up, so how do you decide what to protect first? Where do you get the biggest bang for your security buck?
Well, the answer is a structured approach, like this risk assessment framework you're seeing now. This is how you go from theory to real action. You map out the different risks, like model theft or a data breach, and then you evaluate their likelihood and what the impact would be. That lets you assign a clear priority. So, the bottom line is, this simple grid can take a confusing mess of threats and turn it into a clear, prioritized action plan for your teams.
But you know what? Even a great risk plan is still reactive. The real win is being proactive. True AI security isn't some feature you can just bolt on at the end. It has to be woven into the very fabric of how you build your AI systems, right from day one.
And this shows you exactly how to do that. You have to embed security into every single phase of development. It starts at the very beginning, in the requirements phase, where you're thinking about threats before a single line of code is even written. It continues into data preparation, where you protect against those poisoning attacks. During development, you're actively testing for weaknesses. And it doesn't just stop at deployment. Security has to be part of your daily operations, with constant monitoring.
This is how you build AI that's truly resilient.
So, we'll leave you with this final thought. Take a really hard look at how your organization is building its AI. Is security a core part of that process, or is it just an afterthought? Because in this new world, a development process that isn't security aware isn't just a missed opportunity. It's actively creating your next big vulnerability. Thanks for joining us.